Well, hey, McFly subscribers. So I'm down at a little lake called Perris Lake, and it's Southern California area, kind of inland a little bit. But I went to a tackle shop and I asked them, where do you recommend going? That's good right now, maybe a lake or river or something. I want to go do some freshwater. You remember last time I just did some saltwater fishing. I was looking at the tides, they're just not kind of hitting right now for this week, and this is a day that I have to fish. So I said, what kind of lake? So they recommended this, Perris Lake. It's about 8 a.m. I got here a short time ago, got all set up, but there's some monster bass in here. The largest ever caught was 17 pounds, a little over 17 pounds. The largest bluegill was 4 pounds. I mean, that's huge. That's like a dinner plate size. That's a giant bluegill. So there's some good fish in here. And I hear it's actually pretty, like, it's not just like a couple big fish and you don't catch much else, that there is some good fishing. So hopefully I can catch. Now, I'm down here. I don't know if you can see back there, but it looks pretty shallow. I'm going to walk around and see if I can't find something. But I've got Bob. If you guys remember, I went to Utah maybe about 2 months ago. A video came out of me going to Utah for that resort thing, and Bob was the gentleman that had invited me to go. He kind of lives around this area. I mean, it's, an hour drive for him, but it was an hour drive for me as well. And we met, he's meeting me here, and we're going to go fish together. So you guys will get to see Bob again. Really nice guy, and just was a pleasure to fish with before. I'm really excited to fish with him again. So he's been a viewer of the channel for years, ever since pretty much I first started, and we were emailing back and forth and became good friends, and finally were able to meet up and fish together, like I said, about 2 months ago. So maybe 3 months ago. He's grabbing a fishing license at Walmart and heading here because he hasn't fished for a couple weeks. Or this year yet. Starting off, I tied up. I have a fly coming out. If this works, I'll tie it up for you guys. If it doesn't work, I'll probably still tie it up because it's really cool, and I'm sure it would work. But it's a woolly bugger with a furled tail. I tied that furled worm a while back, and someone had said, made a suggestion about a woolly bugger, that it looks like a woolly bugger, but a long one. And I thought, hey, you know what? I'll just tie a woolly bugger with furled tail. So I'm going to try that out. I think it'll work, especially here for bass. White right now because the bass are hitting the shad, at least from what I was told. I put a little hot spot tail on it, chartreuse, hot yellow kind of thing. And we'll see how that works. If not, I've got a plethora of different bass flies in there. That should work, including some crayfish and whatnot, okay? So I'm going to get out there, guys. I'm excited to go fish. So without further ado for me, I'm going to go fish. Well, this is just super shallow through here, and I don't really think these spots will be holding bass, but who knows. So I found this spot, which had a little depth to it, and I noticed some loon diving for bait, so I figured it would be a good spot to try. I fanned out my cast and tried all spots, but no bites. So I moved over to where the large debris of sticks were, and I'm guessing a broken down beaver dam type of thing. I mean, bass are supposed to hang out in structure, right? They are ambush predators, and like to hide in and under fallen trees and the like. But I had no luck there either, so I kept walking. Well, this group of brush was castable, and I figured if I stripped in between them through that opening, I might pick up a fish. But no luck there either. Well, I casted to quite a few more spots along this stretch with no luck, and I got a text that Bob had arrived, so I went and met him in the parking lot. We decided to walk along the shore to find a better spot, and we found this point, and it had a bit of a drop-off by it. So we both fished here for a while, and at another point, but no luck. And really not many of the boats or float tubers were picking up fish here either. Alright guys, so Bob and I went out and we tried the shore. We just couldn't get far enough. We saw all the boats lined up, maybe, 40 yards or so past our cast, 40 feet past our cast, where we could reach. And we just could not reach where they're at. We haven't really seen many people catch fish, but we figure they're here for a reason. There's some reeds that we just couldn't reach either. So we got waders on, as you can see. We're gonna go out and see if we can't get a few fish by wading. We can get out, a little further, extend our reach with casting, and hopefully land a bass or something. So anyway, that's what we're doing. Just letting you guys know, so I'll see you out there. So within a few minutes, at this spot, Bob got a fish to come up and hit his popper. But the bass was just too small to actually swallow it. But it did give us some hope that we're doing the right thing. So I switched to a popper as well. However, after about 30 minutes, we didn't have any more bites. So we moved on to another area of brush. Alright, well, none there. So we kept moving, and trying different spots within casting distance, and still no luck. Then I saw a bass sitting here under this tree. I casted to him a few times, and then I realized he was nesting. It was hard to see, but I saw that he had made a bed, and was guarding it. Well, he wasn't going to bite, so I moved on. It was getting late, but Bob and I had not given up hope. We decided to get in our cars and drive to the other side of the lake. We waded out and tried along the shoreline, which looked promising. Bob actually had one bass follow his popper, but still no bites. However, we were picking up a lot of algae. We fished here for about an hour and decided that we should head back to beat traffic on our way home. Well, even though we didn't catch any fish, we did have a great time chatting and fishing. It was good for Bob to stretch his casting arm, and great for me to get out in the sun and enjoy some time with an old friend. And while I don't like making excuses, it really didn't seem like anyone was catching fish. I asked many of the boaters that passed by if they hooked anything, and all but one said no. It was a really slow day, so I guess we really didn't feel too bad, since even the guys that fish this lake regularly were having a tough time catching also. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Sorry for another video with no fish, but that's how it goes sometimes. I will eventually get my groove going here in California, and hopefully hook a few fish for you guys. But until then, please check out some of my awesome shirts and other merchandise that I am selling through Teespring. I will put a link in the description section of this video. Also guys, I am now working with Risen Fly Rods. They make awesome rods and reels, and they also have a few other things like hooks and other accessories for fishing. I'm going to include a 15% discount for you guys. Just type McFly in at checkout when you purchase through them. Well anyway guys, I will see you on the next video. Now you go catch some fish.